Hi, this tutorial is about picking up stitches from the brim of the hat for All Work No Play. This is a tutorial from Imagine Landscapes. So one of the things that we need to do now is determine the front of your gnome so that you can find the back, roughly the middle of the back. Because everyone's row gauge is a little different and how they sewed their I-cord may be a little different, this is more of an art than a science. So what you want to do is figure out roughly what you want showing to the front. For me, I would like it showing roughly like this to the front. So I'm going to go and I'm going to pick roughly the middle of the back, and that's where I'm going to start picking up stitches. This is something that is very easy to, once you get going, you can redistribute the stitches and go, oh, I would like them a little bit, I'd like them to move them 3 stitches to the left or 4 to the right or whatever. So don't stress too much if at the back of your gnome somewhere, because you switched the row, the beginning of the row, that there's going to be like 4 stitches for one round that are knit more than another one or something like that. It really will not matter. So unlike other patterns for me, this is going to be picked up from the outside. So whereas normally we pick up from the inside and we knit, then we're actually just going to pick up stitches the same way you pick up if you are picking up like for a button band or something like that. So you look at the stitch, you go through the middle of a stitch. So if we look here, see this V, I'm going to go through that. I'm going to grab the yarn and I'm going to draw it back out. So it's going to look like this. So for a lot of my gnomes, you'll notice that we separate the picking up from the knitting. So a lot of, like the instructions won't say pick up and knit. For this one, I do want you to do the whole process. We're going to draw the new yarn through. Then I go to the next V and I go to that open hole between and I grab not the tail, I grab the working yarn, very important. And then I just keep going all the way around. That's all there is to it. This is a simple one because we're picking up from the inside or the outside and taking that cast on edge to the back. Once you've got that done, have a look at where your stitches are, and if you like sort of front, back, center, that sort of thing. The body will be knit in 3 sections, so I encourage you to either over your DPNs do 16 stitches per needle, or on longer circulars, either magic loop or 2 circs at a time, put stitch markers between, and it'll just be so much easier. You're going to do a thing, you knit to the end of that, and just kind of repeat, and it'll make things easier. And that's really all there is to picking up stitches this time. If you are struggling with this, consider using a crochet hook. It's a little easier to grab the yarn. You may notice that when I do this, I'm actually pulling the yarn back with this finger to keep it so that the tension is pulling it this way so that it doesn't want to pop off the tip. But really all we're doing is just grabbing the yarn through, and then we're going to start knitting and make a body. Super exciting.